So this story took place in 2012. So you got this dude named Q. Q was in and out of foster care, boys' homes, group homes, and he eventually landed in JobCore. Now, Q, I just had to put it out there, he was just a mess up. Like, he was just really bad. He was a bad kid, and he was born into like a middle class home. He had his mama, his daddy, and he was the only child, but he was just like always being bad. So in him being bad when he was younger, he used to steal their car. He was just a hellion, right? I don't feel like going through all the things that he did, but these were the things that led him to juvenile, lockup, boys home, group home, right? So we just gonna fast forward to when he's 19 years old. Now, he ain't spoke to his family in years. I'm talking about since he was maybe 12 years old. Like, he became a ward of the state at 12 years old. Like, his mom and daddy, like, forget him. You know, we wash our hands. This dude is a demon child or whatever. So when he turned about 18, 19 years old, he graduated from Job Corps. And yes, he did graduate with his GED, and he got his trade. I believe it was in plumbing. So I guess he felt like, man, I want to reconnect with my family. I mean, I graduated. I got my GED. You know, I got my plumbing certificate. I'm a show back up and, you know, let my parents know, like, yo, I'm good now. I'm changed, right? So nevertheless, he get his parents' information and he pull up on them, right? Now, his parents live in like a middle class neighborhood, you know, the traditional 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, right, with the basement. So he pull up on the door. He knock on the door. His mama come to the door. She said, hello? Hello? He said, this Q, ma, this Q. So she say, Q? And she hurry up and open the door. So she was like, Q? He said, yeah, ma, it's me. She say, oh my God. Oh my God. So she opened the door. She give him a hug. And so she called his daddy name. We gonna call the daddy Donovan. Donovan, Q outside. Q here. Q here. So the daddy, he comes. He like, oh, what's up, Q? How you been, son? How you been? He like, man, it's been a long time, Pops. It's been a long time. So they, you know, exchange hugs and handshakes, whatever. They're like, come in, come in. So he come in. They're like, what's been going on with you? You know, the Pops like, you look good, Q. You look good. He like, yeah, man, I just graduated from Job Corps. I got my GED and I got my plumbing certificate. They're like, oh, okay, that's good. You doing good in life. You okay? Okay. So then this girl come from around the corner and she 15 years old. So she comes around the corner and they like, well, this is your brother. And she like, oh, okay, hey. And he like, hey, this my sister, this my baby sister. They like, yeah, this her. He like, oh, okay, bet. Oh, what's up, sis? What's your name? For privacy situations and issues, I'm not gonna put the sister name out there, okay? But she say her name and blah 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 blah. He like, oh, okay, so he gives her a hug, right? So now they just catching up, they talking. So the dad like, hey, y'all, I want to talk to Q in the backyard. I want to talk to him. Right. You know, there's a one-on-one. So they like, all right. So him and Q go to the backyard. He like, the dad like, listen, man, I know we wasn't there for you growing up. You know, you was a lot. He was like, yeah, I was. I ain't gonna lie. But the dad was like, you know, you made something out of yourself. You got your GED. You got your plumbing certificate. You know, I'm glad you turned out to be the young man that you are. You know, I'm glad you ain't in the penitentiary. I'm glad you ain't dead. I love you. And he like, I love you too, Pops. So he was like, Q was like, hey, Dad, can I ask you a question? He like, yeah, what's up, son? He like, look, I just graduated Job Corps and I really ain't got nowhere to go. Like, I'm like kind of homeless. And the dad was like, oh, well, we got an extra bedroom. He was like, oh, I can stay here. He like, yeah, you can stay here, man. But this is my rules now. This is my rules. Ain't no smoking in here. Ain't no drinking in here. You can't have no girls up here, all right? You really can't even have no company here. He like, okay. Oh, well, that's fine. That's cool. He was like, and son, let me ask you a question. You know, that little star right there, what is that on your face? He like, man, pops, man, I was in the gang. I was in the blood. I was a blood, you know, when I was a teenager or whatever. He was like, a blood? He was like, yeah. He was like, oh, okay. You know, you got a killer on your face. You killed somebody? He like, pops, man, growing up was, I don't want to talk about that, pops. I'm a changed man. That ain't me no more. He was like, okay, I just don't want no mess coming to my house, man. You know, he like, pops, I got this, man. I'm not that person, man. I'm a changed man. In fact, I'm gonna be looking for a job. I'm gonna start looking for a job tomorrow with this plumbing thing. Or do you know anybody or any company that's hiring? He was like, no, not really, but you know, that's good, son. That's good. It's good to see you, man. He like, all right. So over the next couple of days, right, Q is really adjusting. See, in JobCore, I don't know if anybody listening that been to JobCore. I went to JobCore. I graduated from JobCore, y'all. I got my GED and I got a trade called business technology. It's basically like you becoming an office assistant. Can you believe that? But anyway, what JobCore does is good for the people that take advantage of it. Like, say one thing about, it's a lot of good benefits about JobCore, but one of the things that also teaches you how to wake up in the morning, you know, get up, be productive. And, you know, this carried on with him out here in the real world. He would get up at 5 o'clock on the dot, make his bed up, go take a shower, and he'd go jogging around in the neighborhood or whatever, right? I guess that's him programming. So everything was good. He ended up getting a job a couple days later at this apartment complex. Everything was good. Now, all this took place on a Friday night, which this whole story is all about. Before we go on, y'all know we got to do the question of the day. The question of the day, okay? Now, the question of the day is this. What is the best bottled water to drink? Me, I'm going to go with Dasani or Aquafina, either one. Y'all let me know in the comment section. What is your favorite bottled water to drink? I'm going with Dasani and second Aquafina. Y'all let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to hit that like button. And also make sure y'all subscribe to my Patreon. I will have my Patreon pinned at the top of the comment section. What's over there is the prison stories that I can't tell on this channel. My short horror films, my supernatural stories. All that is over there. So y'all make sure y'all check out my videos on my Patreon. The link will be pinned at the top of the comment section. Let's get back to it. So that Friday morning, you know, his sister tell him like, hey, bro, I want to go to this party. Could you chaperone me there? Because mom and dad ain't going to let me go. Because it's going to be like alcohol and stuff there. He was like, yeah, I'll chaperone you. He was like, do mom and daddy know that you going? She like, well, that's the thing. I want you to say you taking me out like, you know, to the movies or something, but we really gonna go to the party. He like, man, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that, sis, man. I just got here and she like, come on, man. You supposed to be my big brother. You supposed to be my big brother, man. What you mean? He like, all right, sis, I guess so. I guess. All right. So she gives him a hug, like a real tight hug, like, love you, bro. She kissed him on the cheek. Now, when she did this, I want y'all to pay attention, okay? Because it's about to get real crazy real fast. When she gave him a hug and kissed him on the cheek, let's just say he got up. I'm not going to go into detail of what I mean by that. Put two and two together. He just got up. Now, keep in mind, he did not grow up with his sister. Keep in mind, his sister is really like a stranger to him. Now, I don't know if this something natural or unnatural, dealing with he never met his sister for all these years. I don't know. But he ended up getting up. So she walks off. And I guess in his head, I don't know if he's fighting the thoughts like, yo, I'm bugging, I'm tripping, right? But nevertheless, he goes on about his day. His mama come to him a couple hours later and be like, hey, you taking so-and-so to the movies tonight? He was like, yeah, I'm taking to the movies. Mama like, oh, okay, all right. Y'all need any money? He was like, no, I got it. I got it. I'm good. We good. She like, all right. So 8 o'clock roll around. They leave the house. Q and his 15-year-old sister, they leave the house. So they get to the party. This a grown-up party, y'all. It's grown-ups. It's 20-year-olds, 23-year-olds, 25-year-olds. There is a couple 16, 17, 18-year-olds up in here too. But it's some grown dudes up in here too, like in their 30s. It's like a mixed aged party up in here. Now, they drinking, they smoking. It's all type of going on up in here, right? Now, when they get up in the party, he looking around, because keep in mind, y'all, he don't really do this. This ain't his thing. This ain't his speed. Right, so he get up in there and, she run off with two of her friends, like her girlfriends. They up in there, so they over there talking or whatever. He holding up the wall. He like playing security. So he just looking around or whatever. So this white chick walk up to him, was like, hey, what's up? He like, oh, what's up? She like, what's your name? He like, oh, my name Q. She like, Q, did you just get out the joint or something? Because he over here sitting against the wall with a beater on, right? He kind of ripped, right? So he like, why you say that? She was like, cuz I can tell when somebody just got out the joint. He was like, nah, I just got out of JobCore, if that count. She was like, what's all these tattoos on you? You a gang member? He was like, nah, I ain't no gang member. I used to be. She's like, what you used to be? He was like, I used to be blood. And she was like, oh, a blood? He was like, yeah. So she was like, oh, okay. You got a girlfriend? He like, nah, man, I'm just kind of focused on myself, man. He like, hold up. Cause now he sees his sister over here talking to like 3 guys, and these 3 guys look super grown, like one of them dudes in their 30s. So he like, hold on, watch out. So he go over there, right? He like, hey, what's up, sis? So like he put his arm around his sister. He like, hey, what's up, sis? You good? You straight? And as he's saying this, he looking at the guys or whatever. She like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. So he was like, all right. So then he walk off, right? He go back over there. He talked to the white girl. About 2 hours go by. It's like 10 o'clock now. Now it's getting packed out. It's so many people in this house now, girls and guys. It's packed out, right? Weed smoke in the air, liquor everywhere. It's going down. I'm talking about this party is being turned all the way up. So he done damn near forgot about his sister. He done got freaked on by a couple of girls. He in here like having fun. He done let his hair down. You know what I'm saying? He ain't uptight. He ain't holding the wall. He dancing. He laughing. He conversating. And then he realized like, oh, where my sister at? So he go around looking. He see one of his sister friends And he like, hey, what's such and such at? He talking about his sister. She like, I don't know. I think she went upstairs. Now, immediately in his head, he know what that mean. Two things. Either she went upstairs to use the bathroom, or she went upstairs with a guy. And I mean, let's just keep it real, y'all. At house parties, that's really it. Is you going upstairs to use the bathroom, or you going upstairs with a guy? Now, under certain circumstances, most times the girl, if she going upstairs with a guy, she either know him or she just met him. And most girls that do that, they be under the influence. So sometimes they don't even know what's going on. So the worst come over him. So he busts upstairs, right? It's 4 bedrooms up here. He go upstairs. The first door he opened is the bathroom. Nobody in there. Second door he opened, there's somebody in there. It's a white guy and a white girl in there making out. He closed that door. He go to the next bedroom. Nobody's in there at all. So now it's the last bedroom to the right. He opened the door. Now, I'm a try to tell y'all in a way where YouTube won't flag the video. When he walked in there, y'all remember them 3 guys I told y'all about that looked like they're in their 30s? Well, they was in the room with his sister. And they was doing things that they should not be doing. Now, y'all can fill in the blanks if y'all want to, but just know they was doing things in that room that they had no business doing with her. So he busts up in there. He like, man, what the y'all doing? Man, this one of the guys like, hey man, watch out. He like, hey, hold on, this is my sister, right? Oh, my bad, man, my bad, right? Like I said, I'm not gonna go into details of what was going on in there, but just know. So they like, oh, my bad. So they leave out. So he say, and like I said, I'm about to say her name, but I'm not going to do that. He say, hey, man, get up. And he realized she's drunk or she high. Whatever it is, she can't. Every time she try to sit up, she fall back down. So she's done. She's through. She's out of her mind. So he's trying to get her up. And finally, he stands her up. And she kiss him like on his cheek. And he like, man, what are you doing? And she like, oh, come on. And she grab him and they kind of fall on the bed. And he like, man, what is you doing? Stop. Now I'm going to pause it right there, y'all. Because the next, well, I ain't going to pause it there. I'm going to lead y'all up to it, but then I'm going to bounce. He basically was trying to fight it because this was his sister. This is his blood sister, right? That came from his mama and his daddy. But remember I told y'all earlier he felt some type of way when she gave him a hug? Well, he started feeling some type of way. And well, he did the unthinkable. That's right, y'all. And y'all can fill in the blanks. I'm not going, lead. I'm gonna lead y'all to the water, but I'm not gonna make y'all drink. Y'all can fill in the blanks yourselves. But he ended up doing the unthinkable with his blood sister. About 1 o'clock in the morning. Now, keep in mind, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning after when they was done or whatever. So around 1 o'clock in the morning, other guys trying to come in the room and trying to do what they do with other chicks so he finally get her up and like, all right, come on. So she's still out of it, whatever. And so he picks her up and he's like, dudes, some good upstanding citizens like, hey man, what you doing? Like, what you doing with that girl? He like, man, this is my sister, right? Like, oh, okay. Because he literally having to carry her out, right? So keep in mind, y'all, they walked to this party because he ain't got no car. So as they leaving, she's walking, but she's stumbling. He like, man, I can't bring her home like this. My mom and daddy, they gonna trip, man. I told them we was going to the movies. How the hell I'm gonna explain this? So he like, you know what? Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. But then he thought about it. He said, damn, I ain't got no money to even get I do got enough to get a room. So they walked to this ran down hotel or whatever. He got a room or whatever. So now they get in the room. He put her in the bed, and now he's sitting there thinking about what he did. And now he like, man, damn. Then he like, man, wait a minute. It's 2:00 in the morning. We supposed to been out the house, man. How I'm going to explain this? How the heck I'm going to explain this? Listen, y'all. I don't know when the devil enter his mind. Hell, the devil probably already entered his mind a long time ago. But he got this bright idea. Instead of looking his mama and daddy in the face and just saying, hey, we just went to a party. Because damn well he ain't going to admit what he did to his blood sister. He ain't going to admit that at all. He decides, since he ran out of options to explain why they didn't come home, due to YouTube laws and regulations, I can't tell y'all what he did next. Y'all just fill in these blanks. He ended up getting a wet towel. Keep in mind, y'all, this girl was inebriated. She was knocked out cold. Whatever, I don't know what drugs she took, alcohol, drink, I don't know. But she was out of it. This guy decides to, instead of manning up and just telling his mom and daddy, yeah, we went to a party, he decides to get a wet towel and put it over her face. And well, after maybe 3 or 4 minutes of struggling, lightweight struggling, her struggling, unfortunately, this girl passes away. One gonna say, well, Dante, so you mean to tell me this dude took the life of his, not only he took the life of his sister, but he violated her too? Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot that came after this. A whole lot. A lot of drama. A whole lot of shit came after this. The social media channels promoted. Make sure you shoot me a text at this number. My channel get over 5 million views per month. So that's a lot of eyes on your promotion. If you forgot to hit that like button, make sure you smash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Be sure to get your Military Mind Games merch. The link will be pinned in the comment section. And last but not least, make sure y'all help me fight this war on poverty.